And they say it's a fire ban. Crazy. Hey guys, it's gonna be a bit of a different video. It's probably gonna be a pretty long one. I am at the weekend before we put up the tent. Actually, I'm gone a weekend between that time, but the next video you guys are gonna see is of us putting up the tent. So I wanted to come out here, get everything ready, because this is the only weekend that I could do it. I checked the weather ahead of time and it looked like there was going to be a lot of rain the majority of the time, so it's been pretty tough. So I would say that this is probably the toughest weekend I've had here in regards to not only weather, but just a lot of things going wrong. I basically didn't get anything done regarding preparing for the tent that I planned on getting done, and you're going to see here in the following video. I'm shooting this after the fact. But my plan was to stain the deck again because it is done by Doug Fir. So I wanted to protect it again, put another layer of stain down. That didn't end up happening. What happened was I stained my car instead, and you'll see that later in the video. I also wanted to add some more supports to the beams, or the pillars, I don't know what you call them. For the tent, you guys mentioned that before on my earlier video of setting up my tent, that I needed something a little bit more, a lot thicker. Well, that didn't work out either. I have Todd here. He's packing up his car right now, but he's here to help me, and a lot of the projects that we did, it just didn't work out too well. But I'm gonna have a lot of random stuff on this video, you guys, so just bear with me. It is my entire weekend. I go to a mushroom class. I go to a steam train where they're laying down track. Todd was helping out with that. So we have a lot of stuff. I got new things. I got a new knife to show you too. I got some new stuff from subscribers that I want to show you too. So I'm drinking root beer. Some of the root beer that I got when I was on that steam train one, if you guys saw that video. Just now it's finally, the sun's out and it's warm. It has been around 34 degrees, and today is May 20th. So it's been pretty cold, and it has snowed on us as well. So stay tuned and you're gonna be able to see all of it. Okay, this is not starting out too good at all. This is not good. Welcome to Spirit Forest. I am at Spirit Forest, and it has not started out too good of a trip. I'm here to camp for the weekend, and I just backed my car down this driveway and didn't know that the stain that I brought was open, and I dumped about a gallon of paint in my car. As I was backing down, it really flooded out. It was dripping over the side of my car. I do have a mat that's all over that mat. I was working fast, so I didn't get it on video, but I took off the part of my bumper. But it's not good, guys. It's not good. And there was a rainstorm. I couldn't get my camera out. I mean, it was pouring down rain. So now at least the rain stopped, so I felt like getting the camera out and telling you guys what's going on. So feeling a little stressed, just a little. So I'm gonna keep going. I haven't got a chance to see how the deck is. Everything is just really muddy, and I think there's another storm coming my way. So I gotta act fast. It's 34 degrees outside. 34. It's springtime. It snowed here for a bit as well, so I'm gonna keep cleaning all this paint. The problem is I have no water source here, so I'm using all my drinking water and Rocky's water to clean my car. So I'm gonna have to set up my tent, then leave and go drive to find water, which is gonna take me about, I think, maybe 30 minutes or so. So I gotta figure this out. But I'll get back with you and give you guys an update of what's going on here. Okay, here's my deck, which I was gonna stain this weekend. Not gonna happen. Look at Rocky's already telling me he's thirsty. He's like, you used all my water. I didn't use it all. I got a little bit left. But I think what I'm gonna do, because everywhere else is just mud, and now this is just standing water. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put up a tarp here. So in case it starts raining, I at least got a tarp up. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I am on my own land, and I did say the land doesn't have water and it doesn't have power, and it's about an hour from any city, town. There's not even a city nearby. Storms all around me, I hear them, but it started pouring down rain again, and then, but I got my tarp up, and I don't think I did it right, so like always, I'm gonna redo it, because I think I want the opening on this side. Got a new backpack. I'll show you that as well. Got Rocky with me. Hey Rox. He doesn't look too happy about the rain. Not too happy. New backpack. Check it out. This backpack was given to me by I can't hear myself think. Given to me by Billy Blaze. He's one of my subscribers. Also a very wonderful musician. In fact, I'll play some of his music on this video too. Rox, I know you want love. Go under the tarp. Nope, not on it. Nope, nope. Under. It's pretty cool. Pretty big. I was playing around with it at home. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys. I actually overpacked a bit, if you notice. I don't even think I have it on right. But, you know, I walked from my car to here. It really didn't matter too much. But I really like the pack because I haven't really experimented in too many different packs because I have my pack. But this one is more wide, and mine is really tall, my backpack, and so it's really nice to have it a little lower down. I really like that. So far it's pretty good. The backpack itself is really heavy though. Just by itself it's pretty heavy. But I think it feels better than my pack, like it's centered better. I don't know. I like it though, I really do. Okay, let me show you guys my setup. I know that doesn't look. I needed a low point so that the rain had somewhere to fall. I might switch the low point to that side over there because or else every time I get up from the stairs I gotta go around. I wasn't thinking. You know, this is what happens when you're in a rush, and you really gotta practice being in a rush because I wasn't thinking. I am going to fix this tarp, and then I am gonna start. I'm gonna put my gear there, fix the tarp, and then I'm gonna put up my tent. And again, the reason why I'm doing it on the deck is because everywhere else is just mud, and I think it would just be better. He keeps bugging me. He doesn't like the rain, so he keeps pushing on me. You can go under the tarp, you goofball. That's the setup. I might move the tent just a little bit. It's not touching the top. It kind of looks like it is there, but it's actually not touching the top. And then I have a little tripod here just to bring it up a little bit more. But what I really wanted was for the rain to drip down, which it's doing what I want it to do. So all the rain will drip down over here. So Todd's coming, and it's either today or tomorrow. I actually have no idea when he's coming. I think he's coming today. At some point. I have paint all over my watch. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock right now. And it gets really dark when you're under here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the tent, and if he comes, he can be in my tent or set up his own tent. I don't know what he's planning on doing. But I think it's supposed to be like this the majority of the weekend, so you might ask me why I have this tarp up. I have it so Rocky has somewhere to be that's dry, because again, it's supposed to rain most of the weekend. And it's kind of nice to have somewhere to sit where it's not raining on you. And so that's what I'm doing here. Do not get in the tent, Rocky. You stay out there. He was so trying to get in the tent. No, stay there. I gotta manage this, because when he walks, he's got mud all over him. Okay, my tent's all set up and the rain has lessened a little bit. I'm underneath this little kind of tree canopy area. I have set up my kitchen for those of you that are not used to my channel. My kitchen is a bit of a distance away from my tent. It's about, I don't know, 50 yards, something like that, 100 feet. I don't know exactly, but it's good enough distance away from the tent. So this is where I eat. Now the tarps that I used for the tent are usually the tarps I use for my kitchen. So when it's raining, I'm just gonna be standing in the rain and cooking, but not a big deal. I'm not doing anything elaborate. Everything I have is basically just noodles and ramen and just heat up stuff, so it's nothing big. I also have a bear bin. If you guys are not familiar with my bear bin, there's my bear bin. Again, bear country here. One of my neighbors posted a video of a mama bear and a couple cubs. That is only like a couple miles from where I'm at. Really excited. I hope I get to see her and her cubs. Maybe not when I'm out of my car, maybe when I'm driving around. But I hope I get to see her. And just so you know, I do have bear spray here. And I always have a knife, and I have my whistle on me too, somewhere. There's my whistle. Got my whistle on me as well. A lot of times that just really annoys bears. So feeling good, feeling good. I was a little stressed, I will admit. So sorry if the beginning of the video was pretty stressful, but I was stressed. I was like in get her done mode. I mean, all the stain is all over my car. Oh God, I hope I cleaned it well enough. I don't have a lot of water, so hopefully I cleaned it well enough. I do probably need to drive and get some more. Oh, sorry, I saw something. It was just a squirrel. I do need to go drive and get some more water, but I think I'll be okay for tonight. I think Rocky and I have enough water, so I think we'll be fine. I'm gonna boil up some noodles and stuff like that. But I do have some new gear that I want to show you guys that I got from some subscribers. Currently right now, what I'm going to be using tonight is I have a negative 20-degree bag, and I kind of showed it before briefly on my I'm sick video. I think it was channel update is probably what it was called, but I had a temperature of 101 in that video. And I brought my negative 20-degree bag with me. But anyways, I have that bag here. Again, I think I mentioned it was 34 degrees. So I'm gonna use that bag, so I should be pretty warm. I don't plan on heating up a bunch of water bottles and putting it in my sleeping bag like I've done in so many previous videos. It is springtime. I shouldn't have to do that. It shouldn't be this cold either. But anyway, so I'm gonna just kind of get everything still kind of set up and get everything in my tent already. Sun's starting to set. You can't tell in the video, but it's starting to get darker, and I want to make sure I get my headlight out and everything all ready for the night, because I think I might be cooking dinner in the dark. So okay, for those of you that don't know, this is my tent platform. It is actually not for this tent, but it's for a really large canvas tent that is 14 feet by 16 feet with an 8-foot deck that has an overhang, so I can sit outside during the rain. So I am really missing my tent right now. It is getting really cold. It's about 8:30 right now. I think I got here, I think it was like 5:30 or 6, and you know, pretty soon I'm going to have to get in that sleeping bag, because I can feel my hands. Those of you that watch my channel, my hands get really cold and turn white, and it's really not good. so cold. God, it's so pretty to be here. And I know I really had a tough time when I got here with all the stain on my car, and it's all over my pants too. I love these pants. I wear them here all the time because they have all these pockets in them. Well, you know, later in the year when you see me wearing these pants and you wonder what those spots are, well, I painted my pants. I stained them. Hopefully I got enough stain. The reason why Todd's coming up is that he's going to help me work on those, I think it's the braces, the poles that go up in my tent. Last year we felt that it needed to be a little bit more sturdy. I mean, nothing happened. The tent was fine, and there was a lot of wind that happened last year, and the tent did good. We're just going to stabilize it just a little bit more. So he went out and he got some 2x4s, and again, I don't know if he's coming here tonight or if he's going to be coming here tomorrow morning. We'll see. But so he's going to come here and work on that too. And tomorrow I have a class that I'm taking. I'm taking a mushroom class. So if you see one of my videos before, I actually walked around Spirit Forest and took pictures of all the mushrooms here at Spirit Forest. And I was just kind of curious of which ones you can eat and what they're called. So I have, what's up, buddy? You hurt? What's going on? He looks like he's limping. Why you come over here? Are you limping? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Look, he's all dirty. Mud everywhere. Actually, no, don't wipe all over me. Go on, go on. Go, go. I was going to wash him, give him a shower, but what's going on there? Oh. Hold on. I think he's got a little something in the toes. Huh? He got a little something in there? His feet get so sensitive. Okay, I know. Go on, go. If he could, he would climb up on my lap. Here, go over there. There we go. Okay, so tomorrow, yeah, I got a mushroom class. So I'm going to learn about the mushrooms in the area and which ones you can eat, which ones are poisonous. You know, I don't actually plan on ever picking a mushroom and eating it here, to be honest with you. I really don't ever plan to do that. It'd just be nice to know, you know, it's good information, and meet some new people in the area would be nice as well. And this is a mushroom expert that is teaching this class, so I'm really excited about that. And again, that is tomorrow. I don't think I can film a lot of it, and again, I'm not sure if you guys really want to see that. So, you know, maybe what I could do is I can talk about it when I get back and just kind of tell you some highlights of stuff I learned. I had to buy a book for it. The book, I'm not kidding you, is this thick. It's probably the thickest book I ever bought. So hopefully I'll use that book. You know, I don't know. Okay, I'm inside my tent now. I got my Lucy light, and I also have this other light that I got from a subscriber. Thank you. Which is really nice. I have it hanging there. And I'm just laying down and I'm listening to the rain hit the tarp. I'll be quiet for a minute. Maybe you can hear it. Can you hear it? I love that sound. My sleeping bag is doing good so far. My toes are a bit cold still, but that's pretty normal. But I'm looking forward to testing out my new sleeping bag. So again, Moses, thank you for this sleeping bag. I don't know if you could see it. I can't really. I still have it kind of unzipped a little bit. So it's actually really dark in here. I do have that light on, and I just have one light because I wasn't able to put them all in the sun. So I have that one light on, and then I have the one above the tent. But my Lucy light is much brighter. So I'm hoping tomorrow we get some light with some sunlight so I can charge all my Lucys. This book must have every mushroom known to man. I mean, it's just crazy thick. Like you see my eyeball. I'm measuring it through eyeball. So how many eyeballs thick is that? But anyways, that's my class tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna get some sleep. I think it's about 9:15 or so right now, so it is kind of early. I'm just gonna breeze through this thing first, and then get some sleep and go to bed. But I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning.
What are you doing?
Too much sleeping bag. Okay, guess who arrived last night at 10 o'clock? It's Todd.
No, it's not me.
It was the boogeyman that arrived. All nice. Tent was all set up for you.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a thank you.
You were sleeping.
I wasn't sleeping yet. Look at this funky pillow my aunt gave me. She's from New Mexico. It's kind of funky. It's officially my camping pillow. Yeah, I'm totally glamping when I brought it. I brought a pillow with me. I'm still trying to wake up. So my class, mushroom class, is in a couple hours. I think so. A couple hours. Yeah, 2 hours or so. So we're gonna wake up and get breakfast started. And Todd, talk about what you're gonna do.
Well, I'm gonna go over to an old railroad depot and help lay track for a steam engine that they have running over there now. So that's what I'm gonna do today.
That sounds fun. I hope they still do it. I don't know if you guys see. It's really, there's Rocky. He was crying just recently, but he was nice and dry underneath the tarp, and I tied him up so he'd stay under the tarp because he always goes outside the tarp. But there's really no sun, and it's just really cloudy and wet out there and muddy. So we're gonna wake up, get dressed. It seems warmer, doesn't it? It seems warm. I mean,
A little warmer.
I think it's like 30. Probably 38 or so. It was 34 when I arrived yesterday. So, okay, let's get up.
Yeah.
So I want to do a quick shout out to Jenny, one of my subscribers. Jenny, thank you so much. I gotta show you what she's been doing. She has been creating all of these spoons for me. God, I forgot. I think it was birch. Is it birch, Jenny? I don't know. Write it in the comments below. Sorry about my hands, guys. I got stain all over them because it was all over my car, and I have no way to wash up here. But look how unique this is. Isn't that beautiful? I actually gave 2 of them to my nieces, and Todd's using one now. How's it working, Todd?
It's good. It works good.
Because what'd you forget?
I forgot a spoon. I always forget a spoon.
Yeah, I want to show you some other ones too. And it's so, I mean, it just doesn't do it justice. Maybe what I'll do is I'll take a picture too. Here's another one. Look how, isn't that beautiful? I love it. I mean, I think I have like 18 spoons. I'm not going to run out of spoons, you guys. Because it was funny when he's like, I don't have a spoon. I'm like, I have 18. Look at that. I love, it's just so unique. Isn't that cool? Let me see if I can show another one here. She's got some big ones, some small ones. Oh, silver birch. That's what she says on it. Maybe this one is silver birch. I know, Jenny, you can write below in the comments, but isn't that cool? So I'm going to keep this up here on the property. I'm going to put it in my bin So when I forget a spoon, I don't have to carve one. I can just use one of Jenny's. And here's I think it's a knife. Or maybe I can spread butter with it. I love how unique it is. And if you guys saw my holiday my Christmas video, you would see another thing that she made me, and she made it out of antler. Wasn't it antler and bone?
And bone, I think.
Antler? Yeah, maybe it was antler and bone, and she made me a knife. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna use them, so I'm gonna use this. This could be good for spreading butter. She did make a fork, but Jenny, don't get mad at me. I don't know what happened, but one of the little things on the fork broke off. I think I need a 3-prong, really thick prong fork or something like that. But look at that fork, it's like a foot. Isn't that the coolest thing? Isn't that cool? Like, stab your, I don't know. It's pretty fragile though, so it's really thin at the top, and I think that's the reason why this one broke. I haven't used it yet, but it broke. So anyways, but it's really cool. Look how unique that is. I love them, Jenny. Keep sending them. And maybe I'll do a giveaway or something like that with some of Jenny's spoons. Here's another one that's really cool. So I'm gonna give the spoon a try. I think it worked pretty good, and I chose one that has a little bit of a down lip to it, so it can scoop better. They're all unique. I love it. Since we're in the kitchen area, I wanted to show you what another subscriber got me. And this is from Nico, and hopefully I say your name right. These are the cutest little pots ever. Look at this little, it's cute. It's really a one-person meal with a little lid. And then if it's for pasta, it drains out the pasta. Is that awesome or what? My kid, Kyla, saw this. My 10-year-old daughter, she saw this and she thought that it was her toy. And I was taking it up to mountains and she saw that I packed it. And she's like, what are you doing taking my kitchen pots? I'm like, that's not for you. Well, I think she's gonna be the one cooking out of it. But it also has a wok? This is a wok?
Yeah, it's like a little wok.
It's like a little wok. You know, if you think about like one person, if you have all the like vegetables just for me, the way I eat, not you. You have to use all these, but the way I eat, this is perfect because that would probably be just as much vegetables as I would need. And then it comes with a little saucepan. Isn't that cute? And this isn't all of them. I just grabbed some of these. And then I have a little spatula, a little baby spatula. And in case I want to do my soup, I have done tomato bisque soup a few times, and then getting some noodles. So lots of fun. Nico, thank you so much. And he's given me a lot of other stuff too that I'll show later because a lot of it involves making a fire. And again, I'm in a fire band. So I'm waiting. I'm telling you, when there isn't a fire band, you guys are going to be seeing a ton of fires everywhere that I... What
are you gonna do? Burn the place down?
I'm just gonna make fires all day long. That's what I'm gonna do until I'm done making fire. We're gonna head on out. I'm gonna go over to that mushroom place. I got some more stuff to show you too. I got a new knife to show you that I have a designer making for me, and he gave me a demo knife first, but I want you to see it and get your opinion on it. I also I have a chair to show you. I got some other things to show you, so I'll see you guys in a bit. So I'm gonna make lunch, and I'm gonna multitask. I'm using my cute little wok. So the mushroom class was awesome. I really liked it. Now, I don't plan on picking mushrooms and eating them, but what I do want to do is I want to be able to identify the mushrooms that are on my property. A lot of the people in the area, and that's kind of what this is about, is all the people in the area kind of got together and started talking about mushroom, and some people are involved in groups, and mushroom picking and mushroom hunting I guess is a really big deal. But really great group of ladies, mostly women there. Again, lots of fun, learned a lot. And I think what they're gonna do, because it seems like my property has the most amount of mushrooms than any of theirs, is that I'm gonna have them come out. It's about August is when the mushrooms really shine. So I'm gonna have them come out in August and maybe, you know, just come out to my property and we can all try to identify the mushrooms that are on my property. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really fun. So that was totally worth it. Okay, so Todd's over at the railroad, I don't know, railroad area? Station, we'll just say the railroad station in the area. It's a lot of history. I actually did a video on this one. It's over in Como, Colorado. He's over there. He forgot water, so I am going to have to go over there, get him some water, and I don't have that much water either. He didn't bring any water with him. So this is all the water I have is what I have left. I used most of it to clean up my car because of all the paint. So I don't know. Oh, and then I got news. Guess what? It's supposed to snow tonight. 3 inches. Yep. Because where I was, where the meeting was, they had Wi-Fi. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna check the weather, see what it's gonna be like. Yeah, starting tonight, gonna snow 3 inches. So I'm making some ravioli right now, and just gonna try to get some food in me because I know once it starts snowing, I'm probably not gonna cook anything. I'll probably just hang out in the tent or something like that. I don't feel like standing out in the wet snow. It's wet snow. It's spring snow. Okay, so if you want, I'm gonna go take some photos over at the train station. So I am heading out. You're basically just joining me today in this video. Okay, we're heading to Como to go meet Todd. You gotta love the cows on the road. As long as they don't dip my car, I'm fine. Okay, so what we're looking at right now is Como. Right at the base of that mountain is Como. And I did a video on this area before in Como. It has a lot of history to it regarding train history. So check out that video. And just so you know, it's called Como because a lot of the miners in the area were Italian, and they thought this area was so beautiful. And I know there's a lot of clouds out today, but it's a huge mountain range here. This is also where the Colorado Trail goes by. Huge mountain area. It looks really pretty, and they named it after Lake Como, Italy, because Lake Como in Italy is really pretty as well. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to there and see and deliver some water to Todd. Well, you know what? I'm delivering water to Todd, but I think he's gonna get some water. Those clouds are not looking very pretty. Okay, we have hit the town of Como now. It's really cute in here. They're gonna do another railroad day. I'll find out the date and I'll post it below. But he's got to be here somewhere working on the railroad. Let's see where we can park. Looks like they got a lot of volunteers. That's great. Okay, fire band, just in case I forgot.
Some track to store some cars on because there's a couple new cars coming.
What kind of cars?
I think they're passenger cars.
Oh, are we really gonna have passengers this year?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm back at Spirit Forest, and Rocky was going to the bathroom behind me. And now that storm that's coming, that possible 3 inches of snow and hail, it started snowing there. So I left so I can get back here. He stayed, and I'm gonna see what I can do with my tarp just to make it a little bit more secured. But this might be a bigger storm than I'm wanting. It was like coming right behind me as I was driving. I could just see this like wall of water. Okay, got in just in time. Little balls of snow hail, kind of. Not the hard ones, but the little tiny ones that are floating around. And so now I'm underneath my nice tarp next to my tent. And where does Rocky lay? Right outside the tarp. I try to get him inside. He just wants to be in the rain. Right, Rox? I can see snowballs on him now. You are goofy. You are a goofy dog. You are. Okay, an update. The last 4 hours, I don't think I filmed in like 4 hours. It has rained, snowed, hailed, mist, and now we have rain and sun. So, but because I can't stand still, I was doing some stuff on the property as well, and I'm going to show you what I was doing. If you're one of the ladies taking my class, I am getting your campsites ready. So I have 4 ladies coming all at the same time. All of them are solo. So I need 4 campsites. So let me show you the campsites that I made. Here is one. And what I did is I just kind of put a box around it. I'm just at the beginning of it, but that will be one campsite. This is kind of close to where my fire pit is. If you look right there, there's the fire pit. Up there's my car, and the porta potty is going to be right there. So this is the closest campsite to the bathroom, which is some people want that. It's also the closest campsite to where the trail is at, which is what I'm on right now. But they're all kind of close to each other because, again, I only have 2 acres here, so and only parts of it is flat. So the next campsite is going to be towards Kyla's area. This will have Kyla's sign, and we'll also have a sign for campsite number 2, or maybe we name it. I don't know. I like naming them because they're kind of fun. So this is the next campsite. This is kind of nice. Inside here you could actually, you can kind of see the mountains inside there. See the mountains over there? You can kind of see them. They're kind of covered by the clouds right now. It's been snowing over there, so the tips of them are really nice and snowy. But this is campsite number 2. And I will need to level it off just a little bit, but ladies, you're just gonna have to get used to it. It's wild camping, so to speak. Even though you're on my property, it's not gonna be level. So I'll doing the best I can, but I do want to mirror kind of what it's like in the wilderness as well. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Again, I have 4 campsites. Okay, the next one's not too far away. Again, they're kind of close to each other. This one, again, is a square. This one's pretty level already. This one's pretty level. Campsite number 3. There is some grass growing in there, but I tried to get as much of it out, and I got a pile of leaves over here, and I'll do some more in here. But it should be able to fit a tent, solo tent or a double tent. It should be just fine in here. Okay, now ladies, if you end up bringing one of those huge tents from Walmart, we might have to adjust these adjust these campsite areas. Okay, the next campsite, that's a bit of ways. Actually, this one's the furthest one from the it's like in the furthest part of my property. So you're really kind of all by yourself on this next one. You really aren't very far, or not very near to anyone else. So if you kind of want a little bit of that, that's fine. But all of them, you are going to hear the cars pass by on the road. So be aware of that. This one, if you see, let's see, this tree right here, and you see how it's tilted like that? I have to cut it. So I haven't arranged this one because when it falls, it's going to fall on the campsite. I'm also going to cut this one as well. But I want a chainsaw for this. I don't want to do this by hand. So I'm going to come back here. My ladies aren't camping until July. So I got plenty of time. So that is campsite number 4. And again, there's some mountains. And the end of my property is, you see that pile of rock right there? That's the end of the property. So this is the furthest from the bathroom and also the furthest from everybody else. So I've been busy with those campsites, really looking forward to my classes. I'm so excited. I really am. I'm really excited. I'm already so excited. I'm getting campsites ready. It's not until a month away, or 2 months away, because currently right now it's in May. So Todd is still, in case you're wondering, Todd is still working on the railroad. I get that song in my head. I've been working on the railroad. I don't know how it all goes, but I have that song in my head all day long after watching him hammer in those stakes. And you know, I'm gonna totally tease him all night long and sing that song. It's what I do. It's what I do. Okay, I can feel the altitude. Whew, it's been a while since I've been out here. So I feel it. Usually not winded just from walking on my property. Okay, let me show you where I'm thinking of the porta potty. Okay, for those of you that are not used to my channel, didn't see it from last year, season 1. Inside there, you can kind of see there's a deck over there. I don't know if you can see it in my camera or not, but right there, where it's all nice and shaded, that's where the porta potty was. In fact, let me show you, because I think it makes more sense to show you in case you want to make a comment about the porta potty. Legally, I have to have a porta potty. I thought about doing composting, you know, where you put sawdust on it, but then where do I put it? I don't know where to put it. And then there's a part of me is like, I don't want to haul everybody's stuff down to the city. I don't know. So this is where the porta potty was. Stood to about there. So that's where the porta potty was, and that was my tent, and it reeked. It smelled so bad. Beginning of the season it wasn't as bad, but towards the end of this season, when it starts getting pretty warm, it got pretty bad. So I'm gonna get it cleaned twice a month instead of once a month, and I'm gonna move it, and that's because and it's not so much the smell of sewer. Yeah, it did get like that towards the end when it started getting a little warmer out, but it's the smell of the porta potty, like the blue water porta. Oh God, you know, and it really kind of ruined some of my days at the tent. So I'm gonna move it. If you've got another option other than a porta potty, let me know, because I'm making this decision here in a couple of weeks. I don't know when this video is gonna post, but I gotta make a decision here soon. Okay. You see, the sun comes here, so it's gonna be warm. So I gotta put up like a shade wall or something like that. And that's what I'm gonna do. It has to be 25 feet from my driveway, because they actually have to back up the porta potty to it. So I'm thinking, you see this tree right here? I'm thinking I'm gonna build something over there, or I can do something here. I mean, this is like the biggest eyesore of my property. It's just like the first thing you see when you come to my property is going to be a porta potty. But I don't know any other way around it for right now. You know, especially when I have, like, at some point, I think I'm going to have like 10 people out here. So I just, you know, if I just get a bucket or something, I don't feel like cleaning that. I really don't. And porta potties cost a lot too. They're like 200 and something a month. Sorry, I had to turn up the camera. Neighbor was coming by. They're like, so what are you talking about in your video? Porta potty? anyways, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I gotta make a decision, so I'm gonna start cutting things out or something, because I think the ground's not frozen anymore. But I gotta put up some shade or something like that. And it's gonna be the first thing people see. Maybe Madison and I can paint something on it. I don't know. I would like to show you my new knife. Ta-da! Look at that, it has a Spirit Forest logo on it. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it? I love this. Okay, again, random video. I'm probably gonna go over this knife again in another video, but I just have to show you guys because you're probably gonna see it in some stuff. And I'm really excited, and I just want to show it off right now. I'm not gonna go over I'm not gonna go over any specs or anything like that. I'm just gonna show the knife really fast. Look at this. Is it focusing on it? Don't focus on me. Focus on everybody does this. Does that actually work? I don't even know. It has my logo on it. And then on the other side, Madison drew those mountains, which is my older daughter. She is 13 years old. And then you'll see there's a mama cub and 2 baby cubs on there. This knife is wicked sharp, like crazy sharp. And it has like, I think he was trying to do some paw prints for me right there. You see those little paw prints, and then there's the back of it. Again, I'm not gonna go over any specs, but or do a shout out quite yet to the artist of this, because he is creating me the knife of my dreams. and I don't know, maybe it's taken him longer than he thinks it was gonna take. So what he did is he said, I'm gonna give you this one while I'm building your other one so you can try it out. I'm like, woo. So I've already paid for it, so I bought the knife, just so you know. He didn't give it to me. I bought the knife. I've already paid for it, and I gave him he told me, you know, what I want and stuff. I'm gonna go over it in another video. I'm gonna do a lot more detail when I get the real knife. But like he says, you want a custom knife? Okay, what do you want? And I said, well, you know, I just kind of want it like this. And I was just kind of like being kind of vague. He's like, no, I need to know exactly what you want. What's the dimensions? How thick is it? You know, and I'm like, and so I actually drew it out on a piece of paper and everything like that. And I guess it's the most custom knife he's ever gonna make. He said it's a really big challenge for him, because like even back here I want abalone to represent my California beach life, you know what I mean? So like it's gonna be so custom. It's gonna take him a while. So I don't know when I'm gonna get the original or the one that I ordered, but hopefully I get it soon, because I'm really looking forward to it. Look who's back.
Hi.
I've been working on the railroad. You knew I was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it?
It was good. I'm tired though.
You tired? Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get as much done as you.
No, we got hailed out.
Hailed out. I'm hailed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hailstorm in the middle of the work.
Yeah, it ruins everyone's attitude, you know, like a gun ho. It's a bunch of volunteers over there in Como, and I'm sure they need more volunteers. They're having a lot of new cars coming in, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many guys did you have there? And one girl. I saw a girl there too.
Yeah, it was the daughter of one of the guys that was there. Actually, they drove in from Kansas.
Did they really?
Yeah, they drove all the way in from Kansas. Oh. So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. So, those of you from Colorado or Kansas, if you want to volunteer, Como's always looking for volunteers. It's kind of fun. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was fun. They're going to have an entire week of work the week of June 2nd.
Okay.
So there are going to be people up there working, laying track and other things the whole week.
Yeah, and you could be right next to a steam train too. Woo!
Yeah. You might even get to ride on it.
You might be able to ride on it. If they get enough volunteers, that's all that they're going to have there. So again, if you're in Colorado, check it out. Como Depot, or they're on Facebook. They do a lot of stuff on Facebook. You know what I'll do is I'll link to something below if I remember. If I don't, say something in the comments if you want to do it. But speaking of local, I got a local gift from a local subscriber. I'm all excited because he's from Colorado. And he gave me this cute little bag. It's kind of like a man satchel, isn't it? So inside it, this guy, his name, and you can look him up, and he comments on a lot of my videos too, so you go check it out, is Guns, Knives, and Beer. That's literally, maybe I can get a closer up of his logo, I don't know. But his logo is so cute. Come on, focus on it. It's a bear, and he's holding a beer, and it says Guns, Knives, and Beer, and I think that is awesome. I saw that, I'm like, that is perfect. Then I found out he was local. I'm like, even better. I think he's out of like Golden, Colorado, and he said he gives some gifts out to bushcraft people, and he makes this stuff on his own. This is like a little notebook kind of a thing. It's kind of cute. I like it. Haven't used it yet. Here's another thing that he gave me too, and it has 2 vials. That's what we call it? Yep, vials. Vials. And I meant to put spices in it before I came out here, but I totally forgot. So he gave me that, and I got another spoon. Yay! So we have enough spoons, Todd. Because Todd and I always forget spoons. Yeah. And he did a good job at it. Look at that. That's pretty good. That's much better than us. You got to show off your spoon that you did. No. Is it here?
No, my spoon's not here.
Oh,
I forgot it.
You forgot it, yeah. So that's pretty good job. Pretty good job. And then the next thing he gave me, this can go in the belt, which is really nice because I need that kind of stuff. And it's like a satchel, a little baggie. You can put stuff in, just a little baggie. Kind of folds up. It's kind of nice. I don't know what I put in there. I don't know. My fire rod? No, not my fire rod. What am I thinking? Flint and steel, maybe? Maybe I put my flint and steel in there. And then, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? It's a little bear. It's just a little bear. He carved a little bear. He did a good job, too, didn't he? That is so cute. That's gonna stay up here for sure. And then I have a little baggie, a stuff sack to put stuff in. You always need stuff sacks, always. And then, speaking of beer, oh, we should go get some beer. Okay, if you saw my video on the Georgetown train, at the end of that video, I went over to Tommy Knocker and I got my favorite root beer. Favorite root beer. And I brought Todd a beer in case he was coming, so what'd you get? What is that one?
Big Water Nut Brown Ale.
So, one of the things that he gave me was a beer koozie. Is that the koozies? Yeah. Beer koozie! And oh, there's his logo. It's bigger now. Now you can see it. Guns, Knives, and Beer. So, I know this isn't real beer, but this is what I had in my fridge, and I had a bunch of them because I just bought them, so I am going to put my root beer into my koozie. We will be using that. I might just keep it here. We'll just use it anytime we drink beer. I don't have a koozie here. That's a great idea, isn't it? And it's like leather, or is that suede? Leather. It's really nice. Anyways, thank you so much for this. Really appreciate it. Check out his channel. Again, I must have said it 3 times. Guns, Knives, and Beer. So, cheers. It snowed on us.
Nah, it didn't snow. What are you talking about?
What do we got out there? 2.5? 2.5, something like that. Can you see it? I don't know if the camera can see it or not. So I had to go out there. Todd didn't go out. He didn't volunteer. Are you hiding? He didn't volunteer at all to go out there and help out in dusting the snow off the tent. And just so you know, this is a 3-season tent, not a winter tent. So it could be pretty bad if it were to cave in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be pretty.
And
So I'm going out there every 10 minutes.
every 10 minutes. You went out there twice. The first time I went out there too.
Okay, we dusted off the tent 3 times, and I went out there twice.
And she wore my boots when she did it because she didn't want to put her shoes on.
Well, they're bigger. So, anyways, we are gonna go to bed. We got my night light on. Look at it, it's blinding. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to bed and listen to the snowfall, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Little bit of a rough start this morning, but we are out and about. Todd's walking about and getting some coffee in him, and I am in a tent, and I wanted to show you guys. I had a pretty rough morning. I would say out of all the camping I've done this year, this is probably the roughest. Ironically, because the other ones I didn't even sleep in a tent. But this is what happened, is that my air mattress, I think, has a leak to it. I keep losing air. I've blown it up multiple times last night, and I'm losing air out of my mattress. And I do know that, you know, when it's really cold, the air compresses. I understand that. But I've been on this mat so many times, I know how it works, and I've been in colder temperatures than this, and it hasn't been doing this. So I'm a little nervous, and because I got a lot of trips planned this year, and I want to make sure that I have... Oh, that's rocky. That scared me for a minute. I have a lot of trips planned this year, and I want to make sure I have a good pad, so I might have to buy another pad because I can't find the leak anywhere. But, I mean, it holds air for a little bit, and then most of the time I was just sleeping directly on the deck, which the deck is good. It's not right on the ground, but it's still not very comfortable. So I woke up with a headache this morning and took some ibuprofen. So what am I going to do today? It's probably going to be a little short today, so if everything can dry, I think we're going to start working on those beams or the posts for the tent, because next time we're out here we're putting up the tent. So I'm going to shovel off the snow on the deck, and then hopefully it will dry soon, because it is supposed to rain again. I was going to stain those, but I just don't think I can... Ooh, rocks. I'm just knocked over my teeth. I was going to stain those, but I don't think I can stain them. Today is just too wet.
So all I'm doing is taking this post we used last year, and although it held up just fine last year, I decided to beef it up. So I'm just gonna stick a couple of 2x4s on the side of it just to make this part of it stronger. And these pieces I'm turning upside down so that they just lay better against the tent when the tent's on it.
While Todd's working on the posts, I'm gonna take another attempt at some char cloth. I did get this from a subscriber of mine. It's like an Altoids tin, and it has one hole right there. He provided me some char cloth and some wood chips in there too for a fire starter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out, and then I have I'm listening to you guys. You guys told me to get old t-shirts and jeans. So I have jeans here and an old t-shirt there. I'm gonna put about maybe about 6 of them in there and try it out. I'm gonna start with the t-shirts and then I'm gonna try the jeans.
More than you say, it's what you do that keeps me so in love with you, and I can't help myself from feeling this way. Even more now, you show me each day how someone can love me in so many ways, and I thank God that some things never change, never change, yeah.
I better put it out because there's a fire ban. I got it. Want to see? Yeah. Ooh, burning my finger. I can't hold it for too much longer. Watch.
Strumming my guitar on the hood of your car. And I thank God that some things never change.
Ah, you impressed?
Totally.
Okay, I want to show you that this is a -20 synthetic sleeping bag. And I want to show you how big it is. That's how big it is, and it fits this entire area of the sleeping bag, or of the backpack. And I just wanted to show you how big they are. You can get a smaller one too if it's down. Then you'll be able to fit more stuff, but I really can't fit anything else on there. So that bag is great for my land and hanging out here, but probably not so good for backpacking. But I really like it, Moses, so thank you for the bag. It kept me warm, so I really appreciate it. It was a bit chilly last night. Okay, I think Todd's not too happy because this is what he put together. This was his idea to make it thicker, more stable. If you guys aren't familiar with what it looked like before, it looked like this top one right here. And I can't lift that. I can't lift it. It's too heavy for me. And I told him, I said, I have to be able to lift it. Because, like, what if he's not around? You know, and it's just me and the girls putting up the tent. So he walked away. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe I said we just keep it the way it was. I mean, it didn't collapse. But the problem is now is that we just weakened that board because we drilled into it. But it didn't even dawn on me that I wouldn't be able to lift it. And yeah, that won't work. I won't be able to put the tent up. So he's going for a walk. Gonna try to think of another idea, I think. I don't think I can carry it in the, like right here I could. But I'm not very strong with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not very, it's really heavy. What if we did it this way? You know how that thing has a hole in it? What if we, again, put these things on afterwards, but put another little hole in it, and then this thing can go up inside the hole?
I actually don't like those holes that are in there because they weaken the 2x4. The post over here, this is like what we were using last year. It's a single 2x4, and then I had put these 2 boards on the side just to take some stress off. There's a metal pin that goes in the center here that goes up into the tent, and I put these on here to take some stress off of that. I did, however, flip them around this time, so there's an angle piece up against the tent fabric to kind of take some pressure off the tent itself. What I'd hope to do for this year is actually make a laminated post like this, where there's 3 2x4s, because I spent the entire summer last year worrying that these posts weren't going to be strong enough. And I hope to do this. However, after putting this together and then thinking about how heavy the tent is with the rain fly on it and so forth, I'm not sure that 2 adults and 1 teenager are going to be able to put this up on our own, because these posts they're fairly heavy. I mean, you can pick them up, I can pick them up pretty easily. I think most people could probably pick them up, but when you factor in the weight of the tent on top of it and trying to get it oriented in the right direction and so forth, I think it's going to be too hard. So so the choice is either go back to what we used last year, or I'm going to have to come up with a new plan.
Okay, you guys remember me putting down some of this dust around my tent? It looks, I'm going to put it around the tent again. Actually, not around the tent, but around the deck. And I just kind of circle the whole deck with this powdered stuff. I did a video on it last year, that's why I'm not going to talk about it too much. But in case you guys wonder what all this white stuff is around my deck, now you know what the white stuff is around the deck. So I'm going to be laying this around the deck, and hopefully it will prevent a lot of bugs from coming inside the tent. Last year, I think it did pretty well, if it did anything at all. Because we really didn't have any ants inside the tent. We did have spiders, but we didn't have any ants inside the tent. So I'm going to do it again, and hopefully we have the same result. So do you guys notice Rocky limping? Rocky had a bad weekend. He ended up hurting himself. Let's see your owie. Where's your owie, Rox? Let's see your owie. Let's see it. Yeah, it's right down here. Oh yeah, look. Oh, it's poor buddy. You see what he did to his toenail? It's gonna focus. Yeah, it ripped off the top part of his toenail. Yeah, so he's limping around a little bit. He gets a little crazy when he comes out here. He gets just really excited. And in his excitement, he takes off full charge. And while doing it, he ends up ripping a lot of his toenails. He's got pretty long toenails. I trim them back to where, the vet says to, but because they're so long, he does get a little bit of injuries. You gonna hang out there, buddy? Yeah, you got owies. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you are a true fan. Because there's a lot of stuff in this video, and just got to get it all in one video. I could have done multiple videos, and I just decided, you know what, you guys really want to see the tent, so I'm just going to do one video of getting ready for the tent, Even though we didn't really do much for the tent.
Nope, we didn't. Just back to the drawing board.
Yes, yeah, back to the drawing board of the tent. But the tent's going up. So the next video you're going to see the tent's up. I was, as it was snowing and 34 degrees or so, I was really wishing I had my tent. So the tent's going to be going up on the next video. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And you'll grow tired of my appearance. I know you will, enough to turn the other way. Made this world for us together, but left yourself out of the frame.